the first thing they do. They should have just left Dark Falls, but they go back home. They arrange for the movers to come and pack up their stuff, and then eventually they move back.
Yep. And then as they're leaving, Amanda looks and sees another family roll up into the driveway.
Yep.
And out of the corner of her eye, could it be Mr. Dawes standing there? First of all, of course it is.
Yes, it's Mr. Dawes, Compton,
Obviously
all the way.
It is. Obviously it is. Don't be an idiot. And, okay, so you're just gonna let this family go and die that way too?
Of course she is.
Like, ain't my problem.
Yeah.
So long, fuckers.
Exactly. Now there's a lot to unpack in this last paragraph here, because I want to understand something here.
Yeah.
First of all, as far as they know, they've done away with the evil of Dark Falls.
That's the thing. They
Dark
won.
Falls
They
is
killed everybody.
Theirs now. This is not Dark Falls anymore. Now
No,
this is Benson Falls.
Okay, yeah.
They could take anything they want. At least go house raiding. At least do some no stakes B&Es. Just take what you can. Take what you want. Do anything. This town is at your disposal.
Yeah, you own it.
Yeah. Worst case, that's it. The evil's done away with. But I can understand they've had some bad memories in Dark Falls. They'll just move back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Amanda, before they leave, Amanda wants to get out of the car, and the family's okay with it.
Yeah,
they're like,
get in the car. We are going.
Yeah. And he's like, Amanda, hurry up. And it's like, I just want to stand in front of the house for a bit. And then so quickly does another family move in while she's still standing in the driveway.
And the parents aren't like, don't go in the house. You'll die.
Yeah, that's the dead house. Don't go in there. Stay out of it.
You're not welcome.
No, these two little ginger kids come running out.
Oh, well, I mean, they already have no souls.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. They're already dead. That's what Amanda says to them. And you're like, who are you? And she's like, you're already dead. No, but Amanda does say to them, I used to live in this house.
Just like all the ghosts did.
Yeah, only she's not a ghost.
Ghosts?
Or is she a ghost? Is she a ghost?
I don't think so.
So instead, her family and her are just responsible for the murder of this new family.
Yeah.
Because they did nothing.
Third degree or whatever.
Yeah, but they did nothing. They didn't even warn them.
No.
She didn't even say good luck.
Yeah.
Or
no,
hand them the
nothing.
flashlight and be like, you're going to need this. Nothing.
No, nothing. I'm surprised they didn't just burn the house down.
Yeah.
It's free. And they probably got insurance on it.
Yeah. Now, how did Dawes... Did we specifically see Dawes fall apart, or did he escape? Is that why he's around?
Maybe he escaped.
So maybe he's starting over. He's going to continue.
Yeah, but he's the only one left.
Yeah, so it's going to feed... He's going to start taking in new people.
Okay.
You know, there was a sequel to this.
There
that was never made.
That was never made.
Yeah. Happy Holidays from Dead House?
Yeah. Something like that.
I'd like to think...
We should have written that down.
I'd like to think that was Mr. Dawes and his new posse.
Okay, that could make sense. I could accept that ending if that were the case.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, well, that's the end of the book. We can't move on.
That is the end of the book.
That's all she wrote.
So what are your thoughts on the book as a whole?
You know, with the gore involved in it, the violence, I really started loving it.
Towards the end, It gets there at the end, but it's not enough for me to redeem the book as a whole.
Because the first half of it was a lot of...
The first three quarters.
Okay, come on, I understand. You guys don't like the light. Dog keeps running away.
Dog kept running away.
Josh, you're a jerk.
Ugh.
It got kind of repetitive. We kind of know what's coming, but I didn't think that was coming, and I still don't know if they were vampires or zombies. And I like that, and I like the ambiguity. You know,
I'm less about the ambiguity.
Okay, what you did not like this book?
I mean, if it weren't for the ending really picking up like it did, I would have just been like, why? Like, this is the book you launched the series with. Like, why?
Probably the first one he wrote.
I mean, it probably was, considering this is number 1 in the series.
Yeah. Good
it's not exactly a stretch to imagine that.
No. Very good deduction skills.
Yes. Elementary. But yeah, I think the story is there.
Yeah.
And the horror is there. But not the greatest execution.
And you know, there's a third element in here, ghosts. Because at first you think this is going to be a haunted house.
Yeah.
And it now kind of is, because how is Ray constantly in the room? How is Karen Somerset at the top of the stairs? How are these people there? They also have to be ghosts.
Yeah.
So now they're ghosts, they're zombies, because they're the undead.
And vampires.
And they're vampires, because they want blood, and it's all three of them.
It's like
It's a trifecta.
It's like they didn't know there was going to be a series, and R.L. Stine was just like, well, I'm just going to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. Kind of like the movie.
We'll get to that eventually.
Yeah. So, I don't know if there's anything else to talk about other than the cover. We didn't talk about the cover at the very beginning. We're going to talk about the cover right now. As far as covers go, Nick, what do you think of the cover to Welcome to Dead House?
It's a fine cover.
The house does not match the description in the book.
No, but it's a creepy looking house.
Yeah. With
the door ajar. Like, it's a good cover.
Yeah.
I like the cover.
I like the symmetry. I like the coloring.
Mm-hmm. The coloring's great.
The warm glow, very inviting, but the creature looming in the window, not so inviting.
It's a sinister welcoming.
Yeah. Now, who is that? That has to be Compton, right?
But he looks too old and sinister to be Compton. But it also can't be one of the children. I think maybe Jacobus was just like, okay, here's the name of the book. It's called Welcome to Dead House. Okay, what's it about? It's a house. It's dead.
It's your job. You do your job. I'll do mine.
Yeah. This is all speculation, of course. So it's possible that it was just like, you know how in the old days they would make the posters of the movies before the movies were made. Yeah. So the posters were completely different, especially the low budget exploitation films.
Yeah.
So that I feel is where this was kind of coming from.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely one of the better covers, even though it's just a house. To me, it is. I don't know. It's just the I like the
it's
the
iconic
look of it.
Because it's the first one.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, like it immediately it sets the tone for the book and the series as a whole.
Yeah,
like this is Goosebumps. This is a scary book.
Yeah,
and reader beware, you're in for a scare.
Yeah, definitely. And we are talking about the original Goosebumps cover art.
Yeah,
because
there
have
been
been
reprints and stuff where it's not quite the same.
Much more cartoonish.
We're going with what we know, what we grew up with.
Yeah, and they reprinted this book recently as part of a Horrorland collection series.
Okay.
And they changed something in the book.
What did they change?
The dates on the tombstones.
Oh, they updated it for today. So then that computer reference isn't exactly out of sorts.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing they changed. But anyway, that was Welcome to Dead House.
That was Welcome to Dead House. And what would you rate out of 5 G-splats?
Out of 5 G-splats, just really based on what I got at the end of this book, I'm going to give it 4 G-splats. 4
G-splats out of 5.
Yeah, now, granted, this is the first book I've read in a long time. Maybe when I read the other ones, I'll want to go back and change the rating on this.
You can't go back.
No takebacks, eh?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with 4.
4. Okay.
4 out of 5.
I'm going to give it 2.
Jeez.
It took way too long to get going.
Yeah, you're a kid, you're on the move, you're on the go. You don't have time for this. That's why they had yogurt and tubes.
And I guess that about wraps it up for Welcome to Dead House, book number 1 of Goosebumps. That's our first episode. And coming up next...
what's coming up?
Well, coming up next, live plants, dead people, stay out of the basement. Something's waiting in the dark.
Sounds enthralling.
It sure does. And until next time, everyone, I'm Nick.
And I'm Matt.
And we got goosebumps.